cry.
Can you drop back from that? Say
Okay.
it again.
Okay, so I was brought to this guy's channel. I'll show you that later because I don't want to lose this. So he's talking about, the 18th is the planetary alignment that they've been showing us for years in the movies. This alignment brings the apocalypse, right? Basically, this alignment brings the apocalypse, the day of the Lord. So this person was explaining everything. A midnight cry in the Bible, the midnight hour, when the Lord takes his people. It's the great and terrible day of the Lord. January 19th, 2026 is Rosh Chodesh, the transition from the month of Tevat to the month of Shavat. And Shavat means the rod of the ruler. And in the Bible it says the Lord, it will be ruled with a rod of iron, right? The day of judgment, right? And this person goes to explain it. Tevet is tied to the new moon. And I looked it up, and the 18th into the 19th, it's the new moon and the sun and the triple conjunction. And Hanukkah and Capricorn is 1/18/26 is the very last day. So the 1/18/26 is the very last day. And in the Bible it says, I will raise you up on the last day. And he's explaining here how it's the last day for the Gentile bride that crosses over at midnight into Shavat, when the 18th becomes the 19th, from Tevet into Shavat, Sagittarius into Capricornus. And then they're saying, what's the 19th backwards? January 19th. What's the opposite of the full moon? Right? You know how they do everything in opposites? The full moon is the darkened moon. So they always are doing everything in opposites. So, okay, so 8 days later from the 8th day of 9/11/2001, which is 119, is 9/11 mirrored. The pattern presents itself as the last and final day, the 8th day, which is potentially the day of transition for the Gentile bride. And then they're showing you the math. 8 equals 40. 40-day delay of time and testing symbolism. And that's in the Bible. The 40 days of testing, the 40 years the Israelites were in the wilderness, right? And now remember, the Almighty has no reason to fulfill the spring feasts. Says everybody who's watching, the spring for the rapture, he's saying that it's already been fulfilled. This 9/11 event has ties to July 4th, 1776, being exactly 91,144 days to 1/19/26, which is the 8th day from the 8/8/8th day, 1/11/26 of 9/11/01, whereas 1/19/26 serves as the palindrome date or the mirrored date of 9/11. So in reference to 91,144 days, many biblical scholars believe Jesus was born on 9/11 and he was crucified on 4/14.
Oh, wow.
And so he's showing you the pattern. I'm just reading everything that he's wrote. The Feast of Trumpets, 9/23/25 until 1/19/26 is exactly 119 days inclusive. So you mirror that 9/11. So he's just showing you that expect the midnight cry on 119 at midnight, from 118 into 119 at midnight. And I looked it up in Stellarium, and it's the triple conjunction. So they're saying, be ready. Be ready. And by the way, when I woke up yesterday morning, I heard, you're going home. And I told my husband, and I was excited. I said, Jesus told me I'm going home. So I believe this is it. I believe this person is right. This triple conjunction is it. Regardless, be ready. Jesus is the only way out of this.